So, hi everyone. My name is Roshan, and I'm from Pakistan. And it's been 12 years now working as a product designer, and I have worked with different companies as well and designed their applications, ERP, CRM, including Al Jazeera, Gulf Group. And now I'm working with Affinity, which is the artificial intelligence-based company in United States. And it's been 4 years now working with Affinity. And yeah, it's about me. And apart from job and product designing, I do community building. So I'm the first woman in Pakistan who represented few of the global communities, including Fiverr, Dribble, Plug, and Sketch. And I organized meetups and workshops for students, especially for women as well. So today's topic is about women empowerment and how we can guide new girls and how we can solve the problems which we are facing right now, not just in one country, but I have seen so many countries around me, especially in Arab countries and the countries who are in Asia, like they're facing, like we are facing so much problem, like the percentage is really low. So we can discuss about the how we can outnumber male students. Like the number of female students is really low, and according to the survey which I was reading before this panel, like 55% of women who are into STEM in United States, this percentage is 55%. And 35% of STEM students is hiring, it's getting increased day by day, not by day, but yearly in United Kingdom as well. And in Pakistan, it's a percentage of 10%, like the women who are into STEM. So we can discuss these issues. And let me introduce my panelists. I have two panelists right now, Rahma and Khulud. Khulud, I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So Rahma, she is innovative and strategic leader driven by the passion for technology, e-mobility solutions. She is working as a global operations strategy project manager in TE Connectivity, US. And she is also awarded by the US Department Tech Women Fellowship Program, and she is nominated as Emerging Leader 2022. By the way, we both were a part of the same cohort in 2022. And Khulat, she is an expert in payment industry. She worked in payments innovation and blockchain. Khulat is an executive business director at payments company, as she worked in different entities in the financial sector. So to my panelists, if they have any thing which they want to add into their introduction, so stage is yours. Rehma, if you want to add something about yourself, so you can clearly, oh, we have Diala as well. Hi, Diala.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. So, guys.
Hi, everyone. So, did you hear me well?
Yes. So do you want to introduce yourself, or?
Yeah, it's already enough. I want just like to thank Arab organizations, blockchain organizations, Iman, and you for these invitations. I'm so glad to be with you here today and to share my thoughts with you. It's really a pleasure.
Thank you. And Jala, she works in medical and health science information as a, she works in medicine and medical sciences, and as a medical and health science information specialist, and she's from Lebanon. And she's also the chair committee diversity, inclusion, accessibility, and equity at USEK Library. So Diala, do you want to add something in your introduction, or you want to
Hello, everybody. I'm honored to be here today with you. Thank you for my colleague Iman for inviting me to be here with you. I'm also managing editor of the Lebanese Medical Journal, the official publication of the Lebanese Order of Physicians in Lebanon. I'm a women coordinator in Batroun District, North Lebanon, and I am also a philotech woman. I am also advocating those days for the rights of women with disabilities in the Arab world. Thank you.
Nice. And Kula, do you want to add anything else which I missed in your introduction?
Thank you, Roshan, and thank you everyone for attending this. Actually, I don't want to add anything. You did a very good introduction. I just want to add one thing related to empowering females and, let's say, work field and technology in specific. So this is one of the main objectives that I'm working on, let's say a side objective beside other things I'm doing. So I'm very happy to participate in this panel and to discuss how can we, let's say, empower and let's say, accelerate the female engagement in the working field. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start with our personal lives. For example, like how we started our career, if we have faced any struggles or hurdles in our path by choosing the STEM career. And if you have faced any, so you can also state that. I'll start with Rahma. And how your family reacted, like when you started to choose STEM as a career.
Yeah, so for me, actually, personally, in my, I have like a process engineering background. I start my career. So when I high school, like, I didn't have like, I mean, the guidance. So for me, the problems that I was like facing in this age, the older age is like the guidance and the orientations in the early, I mean, in early education's age. So in Morocco, we have a system. So you have it like in the high school, you have a, I mean, if you are want to follow literary or scientific. So for me, I was like, I have like this mathematical and physical skills, but I don't want like to know what is, I mean, the career or what is, I mean, the future, or what means like the job that I want in the, so I don't have like a clear plan from this, but I just like follow my ambitions and what the things that I'm excel on it. And after my baccalaureate, so also the same, like what is like I was so confused what is the school, or I mean the university that I should to like to go and to pursue it, my education on it. So I was like, this is like the problem that we are, I mean, this is what the mainly problem that I had in my career. This, I mean, confusion, because you have like a lot of fields between computer science, between process engineering, chemical, and even you are going in one university, you have a, like a different aspect. So it was very hard for me, like what is, I mean, the field that I should to choose from now to have a, like more opportunities in my future. So again, I just like I ask people, so, and also I follow what I'm excellent on it, what is the material that I'm based on my score. I found myself in chemical process engineering, but after the graduations, it was hard for me to find like a job in this field. Mostly this is I mean the domain that we are working for, I mean, meaner sectors, and like the women, the men working so high, like in these sectors. I still remember, like I had some interview in some organizations here in Morocco, and I found myself the only woman, like as a future productions engineer, that he will, I mean, I will be responsible for the productions for, I mean, for the all the fabrications for some minerals. So yeah, and then I switched my career to technology and like to automotive sectors. So that's why like for me, the advice that and the things that I appreciate, it's like you should to be flexible. Sometimes even you are you have like some basic, you have, for example, you doing chemical engineering, or I mean mechanical or something, but you have some foundations that we are sharing with, I mean, in the same, you have a critical mind, you have a this innovation, problem solving, that's all the engineers that share it at once. For me, this is the basic, and this is that allow us to jump from, I mean, field to field. For, of course, you need to have like more to strengthen your skills in some specific field, but yeah, you should just to be curious. You just have like to be flexible, for example, with the job market, and go ahead. And now even the people at the beginning told me that it's, you know, it's not your field, it's a mechanical engineering, it's this. But when I found myself in the sectors, I'm trying, it was hard at the beginning, but I make a really huge, I mean, huge work at the beginning to say, I'm here, I have some baseline, I need just to boost my skills and this. And now, alhamdulillah, I'm doing very good, and I have like from now 5 years of experience. I have a promoted, and now I'm a global operation strategy project management with international company.
Nice. Really, really great to know about your efforts, Rama. Like we all women who are working into any field, like not just in STEM, but I really admire all of the women who just step out of their homes and they jump into jobs or whatever they are doing, if they are doing their own businesses. So they are really strong and empowered. So hats off to all the ladies out there. Like you all are inspiration for us all. So Diala, do you have a story to tell? Like how did you step up into STEM, and how did you start your career?
Yes, my STEM career was full of struggles. First, I wanted to be a physician, but at age 14, my father died, and my woman was my mom was struggling with eight kids. So once I wanted to go to the university, she said, don't do that. Don't be a physician, because physician, if you want to be a physician, you have to study for 7 years, and I cannot afford. Sure, we are talking about an economic crisis and a crisis economic issue. So I had two choices. I can go to 2 universities, because those 2 universities were near my uncle's house, and I can sit there, and I can make the payment less for my mom. So I excluded the option of being a physician or med student. So between medical laboratory and gestion, which means in English, let's say, how can that's management. So I decided to be a lab technician. And after involving in the lab technician, I thought that I can, after completing my degree, I can open a lab and I can do my own business. But unfortunately, it was not the case. After completing my studies, that was not the major that I'm able to open a lab business, because being an owner or to open a lab, I must be a physician first, and then to have a degree in laboratory sciences. So I switched to academic field. I've worked at the hospital, and at the same time, I switched to the academic field. I was monitor in charge of laboratory students at a university near my house, because I wanted to be married, and after that, I need a job near my house. So I chose a university near my house, and I applied. There were no laboratory sciences. I was the woman who initiated the the lab section or the lab department at the university. So I worked on different programs to make it optimum level, at an optimum level. So later on, I did my master's degree in medical microbiology to be able to teach and to be in the academic field. And after I got my children, the date and the time of my work was not suitable. So I switched to another field, which is the information studies. And when I was hired as information specialist, I realized that I cannot be a health information librarian or specialist if I don't have a degree in information studies. So with 5 kids, I did another master's degree in information studies to be the first and the double majored librarian in the Middle East, having a major master's degree in medical and a master's degree in information studies. And I applied to be a member in different organizations to cope with my studies. So and now I am managing editor, a volunteer managing editor of the Lebanese Medical Journal and head of ISAC Medical Library. I'm supporting medical students in reference and research, and that's my story.
Really great to know about your story and the struggles you have faced. So Khulud, as Rahma stated, like she has faced some issues while she was starting her career in terms of mentorship. So is that story relate to you? Like,
so first of all, I'm very impressed with the, let's say, the journey the ladies had, and I think it's a common thing. If you want to ask any working lady, they will have definitely their own obstacles. So yeah, definitely I had my own and so on. So the main, let's say, topic that we want to cover is the ecosystem for the, let's say, in general, because if we focused on the journey for the females, we can find different aspects related to that. And we do have different challenges on each phase. For example, for the universities. So one of the things that we can see in the universities, like lack of a mentorship, for example, hard to access the right network. Maybe sometimes in other cases, let's say the material itself, it doesn't, let's say, match. And in other cases, maybe during perception, let's say, perception of the females about this STEM, it's only for, let's say, only for boys, only for men. This is too technical for a girl, and so on. So we have a different, let's say, wrong stereotypes. We have a different wrong ideas about that stage. I think this is one of the problems we need to discuss. Also, we can discuss how when a lady is, let's say, done from the university and she wants to join the work field, we can find a lot of common problems. I'm talking about saying common problems because it's a common for ladies. It's a global issues, and we can see it in, let's say, MENA region, let's say, more clearly. So when a lady wants to join a workforce, we can see the, let's say, differentiation between the salaries for male and female. This is one of the challenges. Mentorship at work. This is another, let's say, challenge ladies always, let's say, face. And let's say, and after that, we have the phase when the ladies, I think Rahma, we already discussed this, and correct me if I'm wrong, the glass ceiling, because you can see a lot of ladies, but at certain level of, let's say, a managerial level, they cannot exceed. So they're, let's say, hit the glass ceiling and they cannot proceed. So we have a different issues, different obstacles related to which phase. And I think it's very important to deliver a message to ladies that you're not alone, because I'm sure every lady has her own obstacles, has her own challenges, whether it's financial challenges, whether it's a support challenges, whether it's a wrong, let's say, understanding, and so on. So I will leave it to you ladies to discuss that.
So I second to you, like these are the main issues, like core issues, I guess, which we all are facing in our career, or even when we started our study. Like we are less in number. Like, for example, in my class, we were just around 6 to 7 females in the class who were studying the computer sciences or software engineering. And the salary issue, which Khulud mentioned, like it's also the same issue. It doesn't matter like from which country we belong to, but yes, we face this issue. Like men are getting higher salaries than us, and yeah, so what do you suggest for girls, like how we can improve or how we can make a policy like HR policy? We can work together and we can create a policy or a solution to the problems, and we can engage other companies on board, and we can start implementing that policy in terms of like how companies can encourage more women to be a part of their company. For example, if woman has stop their career or pause their career after marriage, or if she's having a baby, so definitely there will be some issues, like she might take a break from her career. So how we can you can say how we can connect with companies, and how we can you can say how we can educate them, and how we can convince them to bring more women into their companies. Or maybe they can start a mentorship program, or maybe some kind of training program, who want to again join the STEM career, or they want to again start a job, or whatever they want to do. So how we can make that policy and engage companies on board? What do you say on it, Khulud and Rehma?
So this is a very important topic, and I think the most important thing that we all as ladies should contribute on that. Maybe sometimes we don't have the authority or the power to, let's say, start as the policymakers who can make the policies, but at least we can influence the policies. So I think it's very important to, let's say, speak out loudly and to understand that these are our rights. It's not like a benefit that we're going to, it's not luxurious. It's something that it's from our rights, and we need always talk about it. And don't be ashamed talking about having babies, sitting at home, taking care of your kids and so on, because we are doing 2 jobs. So this is a very important thing, that we have a very clear standing about these rights. We should talk about it very clearly. And I think also it's not about the number of ladies, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So it's not about just bringing ladies and that's it. Just close the target and you have that number of ladies. It shouldn't be that way. We should talk more about it. We should educate people about it. We should talk because I believe we are in a position now in our, let's say, current works, whether in companies, hospitals, universities, and so on. I think now we have the access. So because sometimes the ladies, they prefer to not talk about these things because they don't want to have the impression that she's talking about, let's say, a feminist thing, or let's say, we should talk about these things. We should always discuss these issues because it's a common and it's a right for ladies to have their rights. So I think we should use our influence and emphasize to contribute more on these policies.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. So what we can do, so the conclusion of Khulud's points are like, we can start networking meetups or we can introduce networking opportunities for other women so they can share their stories and their struggles, and we can highlight those stories as well. As being the advocate of STEM, as I know, like we are the known faces in our countries, in our community. So Rehma, what's your like 2 cents on this question, on this topic?
Yeah, I'm fully agreed with Khulud opinion, but what I can add here, that now actually we need to know and not forget that we need to work for a community that we have a balance. We, like women, and like cannot be the only advocating for gender equality. So men should be like also like a part of solutions for this like integration for the woman. And both of us should be like feeling that they are, I mean, heard and included in the society. So we cannot include the men and we cannot include the women. Both of us should work together to make a better work. And for me, like sometimes, like as Khulud mentions, like sometimes women, we are moms, we are wives, we have kids, we have a lot of things. So, and sometimes when a woman integrate work and feeling sometimes down and like feeling like that women men dominated in some field, they feeling down, and maybe like maybe it's like the all this give to her I mean energy to go, I mean make a step back. So for me, my advice, like only for the man, or I mean the solution that we can do also, then the man can support this. It's like also for the Arabic cultures, it's not to have this ego, because for me, like not have the ego, and please be ready to work comfortably with the women and listen to, I mean, her voices, like, and like all the collaboration, and be ready to collaborate with the women, and sometimes like be ready to say, to apologize if we are wrong, because this it's give like a plus for the women to go and like gain more confidence. And the second solution for me, it's like for the organizations that I mean, all the managements are dominated sometimes like 90% by men. So I see we need to men can support like mentorship and sponsor the female in the organizations. If you are leader, if you have like women in your team, so please like take their hands, like make I mean a mindset for supporting female in, I mean, different aspects, and give them the opportunity to share their thought, to lead in sometimes like some big projects, even you see that there is some risk, but please, this is, we cannot make it better if we don't like take risk. So this is how we start the mindset transformation journey. And yeah, so this is, it should be, for me, should be a collaboration. We cannot do it without men, and we cannot do it without women. So please, we need to make our hands together and go forward.
Yeah, we need to make a better, strong sports system, despite of the gender, like whatever gender we have, like, but we need a strong sports system. So for example, in my organization, we have a proper you can say a very organized and very proper extensive policy for the women, like there is a percentage, like how many women can be on leadership roles. So, and it's and also according to the survey, the most successful startups are those who have women as their co-founders, or as women as their leading leaders. So yes, women are so important. Like we can do so many multitasking. Diala, I know you are a mother, and like you manage all these stuffs in parallel, and you manage your job, your other community work, your family, and I'm hopeful, like I know very well, like you might have faced such issues. So how we can improve, and how we can create a solution. For example, network is net worth, and how we can be the better advocate for STEM, and how we can improve, how we can bring more people and to change their mindset.
Yeah, sure. As my colleague Rahma said, we are not here to exclude men. So we are here to go together. Together we grow up. We should do this balance between men and women, and between also work and family. So in my opinion, not the family comes first. They want to go together, the family and the work together. So I have a big family, 5 kids, and you know well how to deal with 5 kids. and at the same time I'm working. In addition, I have a special needs kid. One of my kids is in a special needs kid, so he is on the autism spectrum. So I'm managing everything in a balanced way. In my opinion, to empower other girls, other females, and make more females in the STEM field, we should start on working on the education sector. So I'll give you the situation of the Lebanese situation. In our schools, we don't have a diversity of programs or STEM programs. And that's due to old-fashioned programs and curriculums. And due to the economic crisis, to the economic collapse currently, there is no plan to work. There is a future focus, but there is no plan those days to improve the educational section and to make more females or more youth involved in STEM programs, or to add more STEM programs to educational sector. In addition, we have in our region, Lebanon and the surrounding area, Syria and Palestine, different, we are unstable countries, unstable, we are in unstable regions. We have wars, many wars, and many, for many years and for many times. And thus will influenced already the education in STEM and the STEM, the involvement of youth or women or females in the STEM field. So, in my opinion, to resolve and to empower more women, we can advise them those days to be to join a national, regional, and international network of STEM organizations. Once they join the organizations, they will be another version of them. Like me, when I joined more than 8 organizations, I'm never Diala that was before. I'm today different than before. When I attended the Tech Women program, I was the previous version of me. Now I'm different. So it is the same. So mentorship programs and collaborating with others, nationally, regionally, and internationally, will give you more power, will give you more knowledge. And when you have more knowledge, you have more power to take a decision or to be in, to have a place, to have a seat. And if you look over the parliament, in the Lebanese parliament, you find few ladies in the parliament, few ladies in the municipalities. Politics currently is influencing the situation for women, or the because women currently are focusing on feeding their families, everything just to be on the safe side with their kids and family members. So that's why, so that's from our perspective. Yeah, go ahead, Roshan.
Thank you, Diala. So, girls, I have also came to I was searching some blogs, so I heard and I read about I read about so many NGOs are working in Arab countries, so especially in empowering to empower the women with disabilities. So, do you know any kind of such organizations and NGOs who are focusing specifically on women and the women with disabilities, and how many those NGOs are? And if there are any NGO, for example, in my country, there are few who are just tagged their NGOs as women empowerment, like they are empowering the women. But on the other hand, they are just getting the funds and they are not fully fulfilling their purpose. So is it the same in Arab countries as well?
In Lebanon, we have different organizations working toward empowering women with disabilities in the Arab world. I can name like Idan or even the Lebanese Center for Lebanese Studies at the Lebanese American University, or even we have a disability hub. Okay, so when you join the Disability Hub, you will stay up to date for workshops, especially the Lebanese Center for Lebanese Studies. They are doing many workshops like empowering, or for example, towards more inclusive media. One of them. The other one is Fruitful Life towards more women disabled women, toward more rights for disabled women. So they are working on different axes to make women more involved in the community. So it is not anymore a taboo for Arab women to be a disabled person. So that's why for not having inclusive programs for women persons with disabilities, that leads to less women in the STEM field, because they are losing the chance, they are losing the opportunity to be between all of us. So why not try to focus on, those days we are focusing on making all the programs inclusive. Let's say when you prepare when you prepare, for example, a video, it's better to include the closed and open captions. It's better to have the sign language embedded in the video. So that in that way you are including even the women with disabilities, and they will have more chance to know or to get the information and to be between all of the community members.
And Khulud, so if you want to add anything, like how many organizations you know in your country or even in MENA region, like how they are focusing on women empowerment and how they are working on the education, especially for the young girls who want to join the STEM career, and how they can be more inclusive if they are getting funds. Like I mentioned before, like I know personally, like how many organizations in Pakistan, they are just using the name of women empowerment or STEM name, but they are not fulfilling their purpose. They are just getting the funds from United States, from different leading even from UN as well. So what you want, would you like to add something on it?
So I will talk about Saudi Arabia in particular and GCC in general, because we have like a similar nature. So there are two aspects related to that. The first aspect is related to empowering females in general. So you can see a lot of initiatives, projects, and even a lot of organizations adapting this direction. So there are an empowerment currently in the GCC, and I think we needed that because we didn't have, let's say, the full opportunity or the full access. But when we talk about currently, we have a lot of initiatives, whether it's in GCC in general or in Saudi Arabia in particular. So talking about STEM in particular, I think also we can see a lot of initiatives on that. Actually, I'm a co-founder of a DAO that enables females in blockchain. And since we started this, let's say, initiatives and this DAO, we noticed that there are other, let's say, supporters who wants to support us, whether it's universities, individuals, companies, and so on. So everyone is very interested to empower females, because again, I'm going to echo what Rahma and Diala said, it's to balance the ecosystem. So it's very needed, and we have a lot of initiatives and organization. Yet it's a baby step, but we're starting. The journey just started. I think it will continue. So I think we have a good attraction, and I think we have a lot of potential for that.
No, and Rahma?
Yeah, for me, I want to add, I'm sharing the same. So for me, in North African region, we see there is really a transformation journey in our region. So we see that we don't have like a problem to integrate women, because if you see like the last I already shared with you in the last recent statistics in, I mean, mostly for Morocco, we have like 90% of the rates are female in educations and mostly engineers universities. So we don't have a problem on that. For, I mean, the ecosystem support, we have a really a strong support for the female, mostly, I mean, for the governmental initiative or some NGO here that they are working together for. But as you see here, Roshan, sometimes we found some associations that they they get the name to support, but they are not taking just defense. So for me, to go like deeply in these discussions will not like end and there is no result. So for me, it's we need to take, as Khulud said, we need to take initiative. For example, if I'm empowering myself, if I'm taking a small baby step, and for example, I just like keep or book 2 hours by week for some, I mean, some women in, I mean, in a hard conditions, or I mean situations, to help them, for those can be, I mean, can be this making the same for the future generation. So we are, I mean, we are taking by example, leading by example. So for me, in Morocco, like I don't have experience or for working with the women with disabilities, but however, I have experience with the women in the rural region, because we are working with all the women that in civil region, but we forgot that the people like the women that they are living in the, I mean, the mountainous region, they don't have access for schools, they don't have access for electricity, and we don't have a, you know, they have a more, I know, a hard condition. So yeah, so this is the future project that that Morocco, government of Moroccan, and also the all the initiative from US Embassy, Tech Women like alumni, they are working on it. And also with the people and mostly girls that they have a financial problem to access for, I mean, same educations. So because for me, like having the educations, it's having the access, it's easy, but now we are living in a world that for me, education, the baseline, it's not enough. We need to increase, we need to both, we need to strengthen our skills, we need to be at the demand of the marketplace. So we need to work from soft skills, communication, management, robotic, software development, and there's like having just like the, I mean, the school is not enough. So we need to work as government and as NGO, as a people that they are already making something, they have like a strong background to close the gap and to help these people. And that's why like I'm always like, I'm always sharing with the people that we don't need to wait for the people or the government or to make something. Just take a lead, as Khulud said, and you found many people that they are ready to help you and to go with you in journey. So this is the rule.
Yeah, really good thought. Yes, we shouldn't wait for the opportunities. We have to create the opportunities for the women, and not just for the women, even for the men, even we have to work together for gender balance. And the debate is not just about women, and it's for the whole ecosystem. So Khulat, how we can help girls to bring more confidence in them, like in terms of if they want to start their career, or if they are in a phase of studying, or if they are into their careers. So how we can bring more confidence and to make a comfortable room for them, like how they can excel their career and to succeed in their life.
So I think the one, let's say, important aspect is that any girl should ask herself, is she doing what she really wants, or she's influenced by, let's say, the image she wants to be. Sometimes some ladies, they go extreme, but then they decide this is not what they want to have or what they want to be, but they've been influenced by others. So it's very important to understand, yes, this is what I really want to do. Once she decided on that, she should proceed. She should lock her ears and proceed, because she's going to listen to a lot of, let's say, negative impact, a lot of negative comments. She needs to proceed with that. She shouldn't care about, let's say, the negativity around her. And the other thing is, it's okay to do mistakes. It's okay to ask. There is nothing called a stupid question. I don't want to look stupid because I ask, and so on. Nobody born with the knowledge, because we keep learning. So it's okay to do mistakes. It's okay to be to ask. Just keep learning. This is the most important aspect. Keep learning and try to do things that makes you happy and makes you comfortable, regardless of what other things about it. So I think these are the most important things we want to deliver.
So what I have experienced, like there is a gap between to access the right mentorship and to ask with the right person. Like if I am facing any issue in my career, so there should be a person who would be rightly matched with my expertise. So there is a gap. I personally see like there is a gap between mentorship and between mentees, to get the right mentees and to access the right mentorship. So Rehma, how can we like decrease this gap?
Yeah, for me, actually, based in my experience, like we are living, alhamdulillah, we are living in a world that is full of, I mean, digital ways that facilitate our lives. So yeah, so you need just to take the first step and to look like what is, as Khulud and Diala say, what is our, I mean, what is the future pictures that I want and what I want to do in the future. So, and like sit with yourself, where is your gap? Like what is the skills that I need and where I need, because all it starts from you, like your requests, your needs, and based on that, you are looking for the persons. And for me, it's for example, it's easy. Like you need just to, as I said, to make the first step. For example, LinkedIn, it's a huge one networking. You are just making, you are, for example, you say, I said, like I heard from any girl, they said, we don't have network, we don't have this, we don't. Please, you have internet, you have the world in your house. So please go look for the people that, for example, it's now we are like machine learning, just like sit and give you all the matching, I mean, profiles with you and the people that you are working in the same field. Please, okay, just make the first initiative, write in a message to them, please, I am this, can I book a time, are you, so, and you know, you will, I'm pretty sure that one of, I mean, 100 people will answer you. And for example, it's happened to me, and this is my strategy, because this is my personal strategy, because for example, I give you a recent example, tech women. Tech women, I see the applications, and I want to apply. I don't know how to apply. I don't have any network about tech women, like this exchange US embassy program. And I went to the LinkedIn. I start to see who is the alumni for this program. And okay, even I'm Moroccan, I didn't go to look for the Moroccan lazy. They are international program. Even if she is Pakistani, Tunisian, Lebanon, so she can answer me, and this I found many, I got many answers, I got very positive feedback, and now even I had a really strong friendship relationship just starting by message on LinkedIn. So please don't put yourself in a box. Please thinking out box. And said Dalia said something like some people that they are living in Middle East region, they have war, they have like some, I mean, bad economic situations, but they say, okay, my country, it's going in a bad situations. No, please. And now Diala, she was with us in Tech Women, like even so and many of girls, they are from Palestinian, so they are with us, so we cannot compare. Don't
Yeah.
take excuse, and don't say that I'm in the, in the hard condition. Just raise hand and say, I need help, I need support. And I'm sure people, there are many people that concentrate like in your country, you are international, vision.
Yeah, thank you, Rema. So, Khulat have to leave for her meeting, so we have just few minutes left for Khulat. So, if you want, Khulat, if you want to say anything at the end, so that would be really appreciated.
So thank you. Thanks a lot, ladies. Very impressive, let's say, role models. I know you are going to support a lot of females, and I think it's very, let's say, pleasing seeing such ladies supporting other females in their career. I think we should deliver the message that we are a female, we're going to support other females. We are doing our best to transfer our knowledge, to support any ladies, whether they have a heart condition, maybe they're lost, they don't know what to do, how to ask, where to go. So I think making this one of the, let's say, your main objective in life is very noble thing. So I'm very pleased to be part of this panel discussion, very pleased to meet such great ladies, such yourself, Roshan, Rahma, and Diala. I'm very happy to meet you ladies, and hopefully in the future we can have a lot of other discussion, and we can work in and collaborate in a project to support females all over the world. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being
Bye.
a part of the panel discussion. It was really lovely to have you on board. And yeah, I know you have to leave, so take care and bye. So for Diala, like, I know, like, Rahma, you and I and even Iman, we are a part of same cohort 2020 Tech Women program, and we are we got nominated as emerging leader in Silicon Valley by United States of America. So after that fellowship program, so I know there are so many alumni as well, like in past and future to be. So how we can be the better advocate, and how we can encourage more women to apply for such initiatives, to explore the world, to exchange knowledge, and to share the different cultures as well among them as well. So how we can be the better advocate for them, and being an influencer, being a tech influencer, or being an alumni from any fellowship program or any initiative.
Being here today means that we are positive role models for other women in tech. After the fellow program, the Fellow Tech Women, after the Tech One program, we can start connecting together, like building programs or attending summits together and building summits together. We can also work on partnership to write mega projects and write grants and bring fund to expand the network behind our, not to be limited to, let's say, Lebanon, for example. We can work on projects together in each country. Even if we are not fellow tech women, any women, any females could partner together to write grants and bring funds and do what they love to do. So I just want to point on the perfection. Don't be perfectionist. So once I started to fill my Tech Women file, they demanded a lot of information. So stick to your idea, believe in your capabilities, believe that you can do it. So I just want to say that I saw on the web the word success, and they define it as S, see your goal. What do you want? And believe in what you want, in your capabilities, trust in yourself. You understand means understand the obstacles, the challenges, and don't stick to the challenges. Pass them. Create a positive mental picture. positive mental picture. Don't think about any negative vibes, or you will encounter persons who will say, you cannot do it, it's so hard. Don't stick into negative thoughts. C, clear your mind of self-doubt. Same thing. E, embrace the challenge. Be the first person to start. We need advocates. We need persons that initiates. So if you have an idea, build it with other women. Don't stick to your space. Open your space, do networking, join organizations. And you asked about the mentor-mentee program. When you are in organization, a member in organizations, especially if they are international organizations, they will give you the mentor-mentee program as if sometimes as a free, because you are a member in an organization. So you will get benefit from these programs to build your knowledge and to empower yourself, and to create what you want to do. And S, stay on track, and the other S, show the world you can do it. So you can celebrate your success. So we can celebrate success together. If it's not, STEM is not individual work, it's a teamwork. So it's a teamwork. We need to work as a team. Not only regionally, we need not only nationally, regionally, and internationally. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Diala. So we are running short of time. So Rema, what is your message in the last?
Yeah, for me, I want just like to recap what we say, like from these beautiful ladies. And for me, like the most important is to keep going and don't give up, because if you believe in yourself, if you are in, I don't know, like if you are in a rural region and a country like full of war, I don't know, if you are in a, I mean, in another, I don't know, another I don't know, another hard place. So you can do it. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. Just please take the we are I'm insist for this. Take the first step. Take the first step. If you even you see it's silly, it's something stupid, just do it, because this baby steps, it's you will be your future versions. I mean, like that you are hoping in future. So please be flexible, believe in yourself, take steps, and rise again. Be confident, as Delia say, and support. We cannot do it by ourselves. So please ask for help, and you will have all this. You will make it at the end. Thank you so much for. I really enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Roshan, I want to add one more thing. A big challenge for our country, for our Lebanon and the surrounding, is the language barriers. Because, you know, we are French country, and most of Lebanese people are French educated, and me too, I'm French educated. And I'm here today. I passed the fear to speak in English, even if I did mistakes. I don't care, because I have a voice here today. So please, I will say to all the Lebanese, even if you don't speak English very well, even if the English is not your native language, or you don't speak English fluently, work on your skills, and you will have a place between all the STEM ladies.
Yeah, great thoughts. Yes, English is not our native language, and the whole panel discussion, it doesn't mean that exceptional women practitioners in STEM fields don't exist. We exist, and
yes.
the conclusion of the conversation is like we have to be the advocate for others. If we are doing something great, so we have to be the advocate. We have to organize meetups, workshops, or any mentorship programs for them. And for you girls right there, like who are listening to us, like Don't wait for the opportunity. Just step out from your boundaries and ask questions and see who is around you and who can help you. If there is no one, then you can start searching from Google or LinkedIn as well. I like Rehma mentioned. So Iman, over to you. If there are any questions, you can also mention those.